Okay, making pierogi, you have to make little circles, and if you leave it too long, you'll get little dry spots. So I left mine overnight, and it's a little bit dry now. Try not to leave it that long because one side turns a little bit tough, but still can be used. Let's have little dark spots here and there. They won't stick if you make them right, so none of them stick. If you make pierogi right. And I'm just using a mug. If you have like a fancy pierogi cutter, you can use that. I would like to buy it, but it's around 40 bucks on Amazon, and it's quite a lot for me right now to buy that. Make a couple more with these. I'm using farmer's cheese. Go to the deli and buy it because they don't have it anymore in the market. It's all like Indian cheese and stuff. So you could use Indian cheese if you want, but it won't be Polish, it'll be Indian. So just keep that in mind what kind of cheese you buy, that's the kind of taste it's going to have. Make sure you try to go to the deli and buy a Polish cheese. Make sure it's pressed because it's going to be crumbly. And I'm boiling my potatoes. Potatoes are going to take the longest to boil. And while it's warm, I'll mash it and put the cheese in while it's warm. If you want, you can use mozzarella, but it'll be a different taste. So I just recommend the pressed cheese from the deli. That's going to take a while to boil, at least an hour. So I need to make some more room to make more circles, and this is how I get through end of the month, beginning of the month actually. We're still in shutdown, so trying to not make them too small. None of them stick if you make it right. These are too small, so I might have to redo those. But try not to make them too small, I think. Can get quite a lot from a small batch. The basic pierogi dough, you will need extra flour because it's going to be sticky. So try not to leave it too long, or put it in the. I'm going to put the rest in the freezer, I think, for next time. So I shouldn't leave it that long now because I don't know. Still learning. You're going to need extra flour and a good rolling pin. And if you have a pierogi cutter, just an extra bonus. And yeah, try not to make them too small, but this is the traditional way of making them with a cup. Don't use a glass cup. Use glass cup, you're putting pressure and it could break. And then you just make sure they pinch well. Thanks for watching Pierogi Day. Potatoes are starting to smell nice. I think they're about getting there. Now I need to mash them with the cheese and get ready to start pinching them. I'm going to leave the water as is. I'm just going to keep it boiling. And no need to put new water in. Pierogi Day. Polish pierogi, homemade pierogi. Family stopped making pierogi after a while because it's easier to buy them, but I'm going to keep the tradition going. I remember them having them from high school, but after that I think we started buying them. It's very easy to buy them, but it's so fun to make them, and very few things turn out well. So if you find the right cheese in the market, it'll be crumbly. And if you find the wrong one, it'll be solid. So make sure you get the right one and pressed. So sometimes I pick up the wrong one and it's okay. Just cheese, but if you want the proper way, then get the farmer's cheese. The white one. Thanks for watching. So this is how the process should look like. All individual. You don't need any special perogi maker or ravioli maker to use it. You try ravioli maker, but it'll look a little bit different. The filling. And some people use potato flakes, and it'll look a little bit different. So whatever you do to your filling, it'll look a little bit different. Thanks for watching. Perogi. Polskie perogi zrobić w domu. Lepiej zamiar kupić? Nie wiem. Is it easier to make them, or you could just buy them very easily these days? So I don't know which way is better, but this is how I make my perogi. So this is how they look like. Now, you might need water to pinch them. Hopefully they can boil okay. You might get one or two that don't work too well, and then throw them out. See, this one's a bit stubborn, but hopefully it'll turn out. That one's stubborn, so I have to keep eye on that one. A few at a time, I guess. Thanks for watching. Pierogi day. So far, it looks like they're not breaking open, and if they're not sealing properly, you just need to put a little bit of water around the edges to seal them. These were pretty dry, so it depends on how you make them, I guess. So this one needed a little extra help with the water. But so far, they're not breaking open. They will float. Not all of them, but if you make them right, some of them will float. It's hard to freeze them, so you have to just make them batch at a time. They will stick to each other like crazy. If you try to freeze them, but I don't know how they freeze them when they sell them, but it's hard to do that homemade. How they look like on a plate. I don't know if it has sour cream or not, but I forgot to buy it. But they usually go with sour cream. I tried other things, but sour cream is the one that you should get. Thanks for watching. Pierogi, pierogi, pierogi. So robić pierogi w domu, ha ha ha.